Welcome back. It is Saturday, March 30th in the MLB. Our four best bets are on the way. It's Austin, joined by Logan. Let's recap yesterday, a 1-2 day. Losing less than a unit thanks to the Pittsburgh Pirates, which were underdog money line. They got it done. The Buccos, I appreciate, pretty sweat-free. Giants, Padres under 7.5. We picked the wrong play to run back. Dang, Rays smoked the Blue Jays, but the Giants and Padres, obviously a lot of runs came early and late in that game. When the game scores 3 total runs today, you know why, because we're not running it back, and I guarantee you it goes under. And then our Rockies and Diamondbacks, Nerfy. If you were on the stream last night, I appreciate you for joining in. You got to see Logan and I in pain as we were bottom of the first 2 outs, and Gurriel Jr. sends one into the stands, and that was how we lost. Christian Walker had a home run right after him, but painful to lose with 2 outs. Won't be our last. Nerfy probably lost with 2 outs, but just painful. A 1-2 day. Not our greatest start to the year, but we're not too concerned about it. We got a lot more days of betting baseball. It is the weekend. We got 4 picks today. Got a couple game picks, a player prop, and we'll end the day with Nerfy Nation. Without further ado, though, Logan's going to lead things off, and he is going to a team that I think he's rocking a jersey for. Logan, who you got?
Yeah, for my pick, I'm taking the Baltimore Orioles, -1.5, plus 120 odds on DraftKings, currently your best value there. Now I'm rocking with the Orange Birds today to get the win and the run line cover for us. Yes, so they have to win by 2 or more runs. But if you look at game 1 of the series, they were at plus value on the run line. I was like, maybe that's a little trappy. No, they won 11-3 in game 1 of the series. My strategy to picking baseball right now, when we have a very limited sample size, where's the value? Well, the value definitely lies on the Orioles to win and cover because they already did it in game 1. Can they do it once again in game 2 against an inferior Angels team? I think they can. Grayson Rodriguez starts for the Orioles. 4.59 ERA at home last season. I mean, he was one of those pitchers that if you look at the numbers, he had a growth experience. Once he got sent down for reassignment and came back, and that's evidenced by his game log versus the Angels. Look at the Angels. Versus the Angels, 3 1/3 innings pitched, 8 earned runs back in May. Terrible outing for him. And then back in September, 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. Really solid start there for Grayson Rodriguez. He's a good strikeout pitcher, as evidenced by the 8.35 strikeout per 9 ratio. We saw this Angels team strike out 11 times to Corbin Burns in game 1. He cooked them. Now, I'm not saying Grayson Rodriguez is Corbin Burns, but he definitely has to put away pitches to be able to get up and down this Angels lineup without some damage. I think he has a good start today. Now, can the bats get to Griffin Canning, who's starting for the Angels? 4.04 ERA on the road last season. Canning has his work cut out for him as the Orioles are super aggressive on the base path, and they know how to get the timely hits. That's why I like backing this team. Because if they, let's just say Griffin Canning walks someone and puts them on first, they're going to be trying to steal for second because they are so aggressive, and I love that. I love a team that is aggressive, and the Orioles are also really good at hitting with runners in scoring position. Believe it or not, they weren't that great in game 1. They were just 3 for 11 with runners in scoring position. So you look at the box score, the damage could have actually been even worse than it was. They put up 11 runs and weren't that efficient with runners in scoring position. I really think they can get to Griffin Canning today. And then we're talking about the late game, the bullpens. I highly doubt the Angels bullpen will be very good this season. They came in relief of Sandoval early in game 1, and they gave up 6 earned runs themselves. It's just one of those bullpens that I will happily bet against. Baltimore's bullpen has a lot more depth, and they should be able to carry the cover run for us. That's what it's going to come down to. If this is a tight game, can they get an extra run or two against the Angels bullpen? I think they can. I'm laying the 1.5 with the Baltimore Orioles in this one. I know it's going to be a highly public play. Don't really care. The value is there. I love that as my first pick. But Austin, where are you going for yours?
Yeah, I'm going to actually go to Houston, where you got the Astros, who are already down 0-2 in the series against the Yankees. Not the greatest start, but I'll be backing them today. I'm taking the Houston Astros. I'm taking their team total over 4.5 runs, which is about -120 on DraftKings. I think if you have Fanatics, you could get -115. I just don't bet over there. So -120 was the best value I saw there. This should not go up to 5.5. I mean, I'd be shocked if it did. I mean, this total is at 9.5, though. It's the highest total on the board. And I really think the Astros bats show up today. Now, they really haven't shown up so far through 2 games. In the first game of the series, scored 4 runs. Then yesterday, only 1 run. They sucked yesterday, 1 for 12 with runners in scoring position. Now, the Astros, we know the Astros will be much different today than they will be in, August and September. They typically do start the season a little bit slow, but I think they can get things clicking a little bit today and get that long ball working at home because they're facing Marcus Stroman. And Marcus Stroman, when he's not on, It's ugly, and this could be like a third inning cash or even earlier if Marcus Stroman is not dialed in. He's just always hit or miss. And while he was, okay in spring training, he had some good starts, he had some bad starts. Looking at his pitcher props, they really don't think a big day is coming from Marcus Stroman. I mean, his hits allowed prop is sitting at 5.5. His walks allowed is 1.5, but juiced to -190. So they really think he gives some free base runners to the Astros. Then his earned run prop sitting at 2.5, -140. Look, this is just Stroman. I've seen a Stroman disaster class, and it's ugly, and I think we could be seeing one today in Houston. Now, most of the Astros really haven't seen Stroman. Jose Abreu has seen him the most and hasn't really hit too well against him, hitting 214. Altuve, who will bat leadoff again, is 4 for 12. Bregman has really struggled against him, but outside of those three, no one really else has seen Stroman too much. And you look at his metrics last year. If he doesn't clean up some of these things, this could be a really bad year for him. Stroman at a 9% walk percentage, his highest of his career. That's not ideal. He also was 23rd in expected batting average, 23rd in whiff rate, 24th in chase rate. So you get a guy that's really not striking out a lot of batters. And the only thing Stroman's really good at is forcing those ground ball outs. And if the ground ball outs are not working, we're talking about hard line drives to the wall, home runs, doubles, extra base hits, you name it. He's going to be giving up that. And if he's not getting those, ground ball, soft contact, I just don't think a big day is in there for Stroman. I think they can get to him. Like I said, Stroman does rely on that ground ball. If he has the ground ball working, could be a long day for the Astros, but I really think they get to him early and often in this one. They've had the runners in scoring position in both games this series, just haven't had those timely hits, and I think they get them. And if we are like sitting at 4 runs, maybe through 6 or 7, I think we could see some run potential up late in this game. The Yankees just used 5 bullpen arms yesterday. 4 of them had to throw at least 14 pitches. If they don't get a lot of length out of Stroman in his first start of the year, we could see some guys coming in and pitching this back-to-back games, and that's obviously turns a little bit of the dial and the favor over towards the offense, who just saw a reliever who they don't like to pitch them on back-to-back days unless it's an absolute must. So I really think we see some runs up on Stroman early in this game and also in that bullpen. So I was going to take the Astros on the money line, but I don't trust Hunter Brown a ton, and their bullpen really hasn't been too great this year. So I'll just trust them that their bats to show up, and I think they do show up in a big way. Give me the Houston Astros team total over 4.5 as my first pick of the day. But Logan's got a player prop for y'all. We are 1-0 on props this season. Who are you going to today?
Yeah, I am taking an earned run prop today, first of the season. I'm going to the Cubs game, and I'm taking Kyle Hendricks over 2.5 earned runs, -115 odds on DraftKings, your best value there. Now, this is the earned runs market, and if your book doesn't have this line, I would likely go to the Rangers team total over if you were looking for a pivot, because, I mean, they kind of go hand in hand. They're not going to score 3 runs and not add to the team total. I mean, hello. But this bet is against the professor. Kyle Hendricks, they call him the professor, and we need him to give up some runs today. If you're looking at his player prop lines, his outs recorded line is set to 15.5 plus value on the over, obviously. So we likely get at least 5 innings pitched out of Kyle Hendricks. If it is less than 5 innings pitched, we likely cashed this over already, or it was an injury and it was just a terrible beat. But I definitely think Kyle Hendricks goes 5 innings pitched at the bare minimum. And if he goes less, then, like I said, they've probably got some hits and runs up on him already. And as a pitch to contact pitcher, I could easily see the ground balls not working today, as the Rangers are a really good team at getting hard hit extra base hits, especially at home. They were elite offense at home last season. They should be able to generate runs early in this game. Also, Hendricks hits allowed prop sits at 5.5. I think a little bit of plus value on that over. If the Rangers can get 6 hits off of him today, I feel good about them at least being able to generate 3 runs in there. Also worth noting, with Justin Steele going down and this rotation thin as ever, there's a good chance Hendricks, being a veteran pitcher, they throw him in there to just eat up innings a little bit longer than he should be in there. Probably that's what the game plan is going to be. It's hard to predict, but it's one of those things that he might be the sacrificial lamb today. I could see it happening. He just has to stay out there and chew up innings, because you already taxed your bullpen in the first game of the season with Justin Steele going down. How much are you definitely looking at 4 innings from Kyle Hendricks? I think that's what we get today. In 2023, the Rangers smoked righties at home, batting .274. I like them to get to Hendricks today and cash his earned run over. I think this is a really solid bet to make, and there's a reason why the Rangers are an elite offense last year, won the World Series. Go in there today, get some hits and runs up on the professor. I really do like that bet. But Austin, Nerfy Nation time. Get the flags out.
It's time. The music's going. The flags are out. Yesterday was just an absolute brutal one. But that doesn't mean we're going to stop, and we're going to come back here with a vengeance and try to get us 6 quick and easy outs. Sad note, probably no live stream today. We don't typically do them on the weekends, but hopefully we can. We'll be watching it. Don't worry. If you're in the Discord, we'll definitely be in there when it's going down. But without further ado, we're going to dive into the Nerfy of the day. And I really like the one we got, Logan. And I'm just going to lead things off. We're going to the Guardians in Athletics scheme and taking the no-run first inning, the under 0.5 runs in the first inning. In other words, it's about minus 115, so not too bad. We'll take the minus 115. We don't really like to lay a ton of juice on these. And I really like the pitching we got going. I'll talk about JP Sears, who will lead things off for the Athletics, and he's going to have to get us those first 3 outs. He was 20-12 on Nerfies last year. Had some good, had some bad. I really think he'll be able to navigate this Guardians lineup, which did score 3 in the first inning yesterday off a Jose Ramirez home run, and then a balk by Stripling. You got to be a little bit better than that balking. But either way, I really do think this Guardians team is always hit or miss. And coming off 2 games where I feel like, their offense has kind of showed up, I think they could maybe quiet out a little bit here. Sears is a little bit better than Stripling, and I really think he will have his chances here. He is a lefty. The Guardians only hit .232 versus lefties last year, so I think that JP Sears can come in here, do his thing. We just need 3 outs. We've been able to at least get to the bottom half of the inning in all of our Nerfies so far. I think JP Sears gets us there, and then who's going to have to be pitching against that mighty offense in Oakland, Logan?
Yeah, Tanner Bybee should start for the Guardians today. 17-8 on Nerfies this year. Hopefully he can keep down the Athletics. The A's haven't scored a first inning run in either game of the series. Knock on wood, right? Hopefully they don't save it for us. I think Tanner Bybee should be able to navigate his way through the lineup. You look who he's going to face: Estory, Ruiz, Geloff, J.D. Davis in the top of the lineup. Those guys are not hitters that really scare me all that much. I mean, Estory Ruiz is really good at stealing bags, so we're hoping we don't get a leadoff walk with him. But Tanner Bybee should be able to get us those last 3 outs we need. Hopefully no heartbreaking fashion, Nerfy Nation. Let's have a nice sweat-free winner today.
Let's get 6 quick and easy outs. We certainly are due one of those, and hopefully Nerfy Nation can get back on track. The Birdland boys can deliver us a plus money winner. And we got the Astros, and hopefully the Rangers both bring their bats to the ballpark. But those are 4 favorite picks of the day. As always, let us know your favorite picks down below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you want to check out our NBA best bets, those should be live right after this video drops. You guys have a great Saturday. We'll see you guys back again bright and early Sunday morning. We'll see you guys then. Peace.